if windows had sounds, I think this would be quite a noisy one. There's a carol away in a manger that says that Jesus didn't cry, but I'm sure that's not true because babies are very noisy. So I think the noise of this window would be the hustle and bustle of animals, the shuffling of their feet, and the crying of a baby, and all those little noises we make when we see an amazing new life. This is the story of the first Christmas. Mary was going to have a baby. An angel had told her he would be very special and he was to be called Jesus. Just before the baby was due, Mary and Joseph travelled to Bethlehem to be counted by the Romans. There were so many people there that the only place to sleep was a stable. When Mary's baby was born, she wrapped him up and placed him in the manger.
Jesse, do you know what the baby is in that picture up there?
Baby Jesus.
Yeah. And who is baby Jesus?
Mary's baby.
Mary's baby. And is he special?
Yeah,
Why is he special?
because he's the king.
He is the king, yeah?
We're going to hear about some kings in a minute, but first of all, we're going to hear about the first visitors who came, and we'll see if we can spot them in the window.
Do you know what the angels did in the Christmas story?
They tell people that a new baby had been born.
So some of the people they told were shepherds. What do shepherds do?
Look after sheepy.
Soon afterwards, shepherds came and found them. Angels had appeared to them in the night sky and told them God's own son had been born. They knew they had found the right baby because there he was, asleep in a manger. Now, I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting that in this window, there aren't any sheep. So the only way that I knew that they were the shepherds is by the crook that they're holding, which has a hook on the end, which they would use to catch their sheep. Jessie, what's your favourite part of the Christmas story?
Andrew. No, Jesus got born.
When Jesus was born, a new star appeared in the sky. Wise men in the east saw it. They believed it meant that a baby king had been born. The wise men set off to find him, following the star. They followed the star until they found a little house. Inside, they found Mary with Jesus, her little son. The wise men offered Jesus gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then they returned to their own land again. I really noticed how the crown of one of the kings has been put on the floor when they've knelt down to worship Jesus. And I love that because there's that sense of them realising who he is, that they're so amazing and powerful and quite a rich people. And they come into a stable in this picture and lay down their crown and worship a baby who is the King of Kings.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I like about that picture is that Jesus is in a food trough, a manger, and this is the king of the universe who's been born into animals' feed tray. He could have got into a big palace or castle, but he chose to be born into poverty and all of that mess of the world.